Hey, good morning, guys, and hopefully you guys are excited to find out who the fastest person in year 8 is. So first and foremost, you guys are going to need to take down this table, or a table is something like it. So this is just a quick example of how this is going to run for you. So here I've got two people, because you're obviously going to need a partner to do this. You've got somebody who's going to be running and somebody who's going to be timing. So Ahmed is timing James here. James did his first one in 15 seconds, his second one in 14, and his third one in 16. So what he's then going to do is when you guys come back in, you're going to find the average time, which means I'm going to add them all up and divide by 3. So that's all of that divided by 3, and that will work out to be 15 seconds. Now once you've got that, you then need to calculate the average speed, okay? So the average speed is going to be the total distance ran, so the total distance divided by the average time. On the bottom, that's going to give me the average speed, so we know that's 90 meters divided by, well, for James, that's 15 seconds, and that works out to be 6 meters per second. And once you've got your totals of your average speed, you guys are going to enter that data into your spreadsheet. I'm going to show you where that's going to be in a sec. So you can see Miss Ruffley and Miss Lopez also did a time trial, thankfully. So you can see Miss Lopez and Miss Ruffley were partners on this. Miss Lopez was the runner, so her name goes there. And Miss Ruffley was the one recording her time. So you can see Miss Lopez did her 90 meters in 12.6 seconds, 16.5, 15.7. That gave her an average time by the time she totaled the whole thing up and divided it by 3 of 14.9 seconds. The distance traveled, well, she ran from one end of the pitch to the other. That was 90 meters, and that gave her an average speed of a whopping 6.04 meters per second. Now the point here is that there's no need to include a load of decimal places in this. 1 or 2 is more than adequate, okay? Then Miss Lopez was timing Miss Ruffley. Miss Ruffley hurt her leg, of course, on the run, and she took her 22.4 seconds in the first one, got a little bit worse as she went on, 25.7, 24.3, that gave her an average time of 24.1. I think she got marginally distracted with some of those runs. The same distance applied for Miss Ruffley, but her speed was only 3.7 seconds. So Miss Lopez winning the race there. So once you've got your data worked out and your average speed calculated, then it's over to the Excel spreadsheet. So you're looking for the race results, which will be posted on your Teams page. And you'll see that it's split into your classes, so 8A, 8B, 8C. So if you scroll down and you find your name, then up across the top, the pink column or the peach colored column is for your race partner's name. Time 1 goes into the light green color, time 2 in the next light green color, time 3 in the next one. Your average time, when you add them up, divide by 3, that goes into the dark green column. Your total distance traveled is the same for everybody, so long as you all run on the pitch from end to end. If you choose to run a different distance, you have to make sure and measure that distance and factor that into your calculation. And then finally, your average speed will be recorded here in the purple column on the spreadsheet. And of course, we will have house points going for the fastest boy, the fastest girl, and the fastest one per class. So very, very best of luck to all runners with that. One last thing, once you've uploaded your data on your spreadsheet, your next task is to reflect upon how that felt. So you're going to try to use today's vocabulary words, and just to remind you again what they are vector, velocity, acceleration. You're going to try to use those words to describe your run from start to finish, and try to do it across 3 main sections. Try to do it in terms of the bit where you're taking off, your main body of the run, and then finally the bit when you're slowing down. Okay, best of luck today. Don't forget, record all your data. If you don't record your data, you do not get house points. Best of luck, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see who is the fastest.